Vidar Helgesen, you say that the Norwegian government is prepared to take the lead in the climate issue. Now, what are you prepared to do?
We are, first of all, prepared to quickly sign and ratify the Paris Agreement so that we will contribute to the agreement being binding. Then we are going to take actions in several fields. Yesterday, as an example, the transportation agencies put forward a climate strategy for the next national transportation plan, pointing to a need for 50% emission reductions from our transportation sector by 2030. That is a very ambitious target, which will now be up for political discussion, but it is a pointer to what the dimensions are in what needs to be done.
What about Norway's role as a rich country and an oil and gas producer? We're into a big transition. How are you going to cope with that?
We're in an adaptation to lower oil prices, which is a fairly acute situation. But then we're in a longer-term transformation to the low-carbon or low-emission society. And the need to transform our economy has been prompted by the declining oil price. It's speeded up by that decline, but it's a transformation that we've known for a long time that we would have to go through.
Yeah. But the falling oil prices is a bit of a shock to the Norwegian economy.
Yeah, but luckily we have a number of cushioning mechanisms to absorb the shock short term. But what it's pointing to is the need for Norway to find more legs to stand on economically. And that's why we've put a lot of effort into supporting research and innovation. We have record budgets for research and innovation.
What about investments in companies like Statkraft in the renewable industry? What do you foresee?
Well, Norway has huge potential in hydropower. We also have huge potential in wind farms. The Statkraft decision to build the Fosen plant or the Fosen area is a tremendous step in exploring those opportunities. And I think we, as an energy superpower, if you like, we also have a lot of capacity from the oil and gas sector that will have relevance for building also more renewable energy industries and also industries building on clean energy. Energy is important.
So the oil and gas sector will also be into a makeover?
We'll have fossil energy in Norway for decades to come, but we also need to see that the fossil area is going to end at some stage, and that's where the capacity, the knowledge, the capital that we have from that industry will be looking elsewhere, and I think it's already looking elsewhere.
What about the sovereign wealth fund? Can it go more green?
It has already gone considerably green. The divestment from coal is one example. We have beefed up the volume of funding allocated for green investments within the fund. If you look at the investments actually made, even without political regulations, the investors of the fund are looking in green directions because they're good at looking at where market opportunities lie. So I think our pension fund, without being a climate policy tool, is an actual agent of change in many situations.
Thank you, Vidar Helgesen.